Okay, with the Phyrexian invasion ready to hit game stores, I thought I'd take a look at cards from the Brothers War set that are currently at really good prices. These are all cards I want to buy or think are good buys right now while everyone is distracted by All Will Be One. First is Hostile Negotiations. It's an instant for 3 and a black that says exile the top 3 cards of your library in a face-down pile, then exile the top 3 cards of your library in another face-down pile. Look at the cards in each pile, then turn a pile of your choice face up. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. You lose 3 life. If you didn't need cards in your graveyard, this basically draws you 3 cards for 4 mana and 3 life. If you're running a graveyard deck, this draws you 6 cards, 3 in your hand, 3 in your graveyard. Sure, your opponent picks the cards and the possibility of a whiff is pretty strong, which drives the price of this card down. I still think it's a decent cost for the cards you can get, and since it's under $1, it's a decent budget option if you can use more black card draw and mill. Next is Phyrexian Fleshgorger. This was one of those cards that had everyone's attention when the set released and slowly lost popularity once Sheoldred dominated the standard format. It's a 7-cost, 7/5 artifact creature with menace, lifelink, and ward pay life equal to its power. It also has Prototype for 1 and 2 black, which makes it a 3/3 with the same card text. There are quite a few options and strategies that can be applied to this creature. Around release, it was about $17 and has only been going down. Right now, you can get the very basic version of this for around $6, which might be worth it. But it could also continue to fall as standard changes and we continue with the Phyrexian invasion sets. Diabolic Intent is a sorcery for 1 and a black that says, as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand and shuffle your library. It's a sorcery, so you can't make surprise plays with it, but even at sorcery speed, the card goes right into your hand, making it immediately available if you have enough resources to cast it. As far as tutors go, it's not amazing, but you can pick one up for a little over $6 when other versions are around $8 or even $14 and, other tutors are reaching the $80, $60 mark. Ashnod's Altar is an important combo piece in many decks. It's a 3-cost artifact that says sacrifice a creature, add 2 colorless to your mana pool. Right now you can snag the cheapest version at around $4, which is a great deal from when it was running around $16 for the Eternal Masters version before this reprint. Unwinding Clock has a similar story. Thanks to its reprint, it dropped from about $17 down to $3 for the retro frame version. It's an artifact for 4 that says untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step, making for crazy value and combo and all kinds of shenanigans that you can do with these artifacts. Wurmcoil Engine is a 6/6 artifact creature for 6 with Death Touch and Lifelink. It says when it dies, create a 3/3 worm creature with Death Touch and a 3/3 worm creature with Lifelink. This is just an all-around powerful creature that can go into any deck that can support the high mana cost. It has quite a lot of staying power and can do quite a bit of work if it can stick around. And its price tag was equally as solid at around $20 for a while, but it reached as high as $30 a few years ago. Now you can pick up the retro frame version for about $12, but this will eventually start to climb once the supply starts to dry out. So pick up a copy before everyone else does and the price starts to go up again. Staff of Titania is a poor man's Sword of the Animist. It's an equipment for 2 with an equip cost of 3 that says equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of forests you control. Then, whenever equipped creature attacks, create a 1/1 green forest dryad land creature token. The Sword of the Animist will get you a land, which makes the ramp more reliable since it can't be removed. But the trade-off is that you can make your creature pretty big if you're running a lot of forests or the dryads survive your opponent's board wipes. Since I'm a cheapskate, this one looks pretty good to me. Gix's Command is a flexible sorcery for 3 and 2 black. It says choose 2. Put 2 1/1 counters on up to 1 creature. It gains lifelink until end of turn. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. It's under 50 cents right now, and all of the options on the card are well worth that price. Make your most effective creature bigger, and give it lifelink to save your butt if you need it. Wipe out a board full of tokens and chump blockers. Get 2 creatures back from the graveyard, and make each opponent sacrifice their biggest creature for you to swing in and do whatever it is that you want to do. And again, you can choose 2 of those options, which I think is criminally undervalued. But maybe I'm missing something or forgetting another card, or there's another card that's better out there, right? And that's about it. There are other cards that I'd be willing to pick up, but their price might be too high for the card's niche use in specific situations, so I might proxy them before I actually buy them. Let me know what you think about these choices in the comments below. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it, and until next time, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.